Friday.
I'll do it Friday. Welcome to 4th and 10 right here on Spreaker, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. All of those places, they got us. But hopefully you're here. You're here with us live at 9:08 Standard Eastern Time right here in Atlanta, Georgia, live on YouTube.com. That's http://www.youtube.com. Ask your parents' permission before logging on.
You did the whole thing.
I did. My name's Nathan Owens. You find me on Twitter at Nate Owens Comedy, Instagram, TikTok, Nathan Owens Comedy, or NathanOwensComedy.com. I do. I go 1-555.
Everything you said sounded like it was supposed to come like a dial-up noise.
His life comes with a dial-up.
Right.
David Perdue's with me.
What's up, everybody? Happy to be here. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DoOrDie. That's at DueOrDie.
AOL keyword 4th and 10. Also, David Sumner.
What's going on, good people? Instagram, TikTok, Damon Jr. 2, DAMONJR at the number 2.
What was your aim?
The
What was your
band's
aim,
back
Damon?
together.
Big Dick Dog.
Whoa.
Wait, really?
No.
I was like, wow.
Whoa.
Ain't no
You
way.
rolled that off. You rolled that off so
quick.
fucking quick.
Hey, don't demonetize us 5 seconds into
5
this thing.
He said big dick dog.
He did. Wow.
It's not about the money today, guys. It's about the joy.
Jeez.
Podcast for the love of the game. Good.
Hi, I'm Dan.
Dan Duncan's with us.
What was your aim, Dan?
Normal
It was
dick
like
dog.
Dan Dunk 22.
Okay. You've been consistent with the Dan Dunk.
You have been consistent
You got to be
with the
that's
Dan
with the Dan
Which
Dunk.
works.
It works for you.
Yeah.
works.
Be sure to subscribe. Hit like if you want more of this kind of talk. Also head over to patreon.com/4th and 10. Become a patron. You get our free bonus episode.
It was a unique
every single
episode.
week. It was a unique episode. I wanted to talk about birds this week.
And we did.
And we established that Nate loves slaves.
Not just him. So.
Y'all ready to?
He does.
That pause.
But he does.
You want to jump into the episode?
Stop. I'm trying to help you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be very clear. Listen to me. Understand my voice. You have to address the comments that was made live.
You can't move on.
Can't move on from
People
that
are like,
with a giggle
go
and a
on.
smirk. This isn't the office.
Yeah.
You're not Jim.
Yeah, you don't
okay?
get the benefit of another
You
season.
don't. In your red jersey. Speak up for yourself now.
I went through the whole pre-show. There's nothing I
They
can.
didn't hear the pre-show.
I know they didn't hear the pre-show broke me.
They could have. Someone could have. No, actually, they couldn't have.
Not everyone heard it.
Not
And
everybody heard
I
it.
like how you're okay with
We're
that. Just
still
being-
waiting.
Just like I'm not
Hey,
pro.
there's
slavery.
a joke. It's a joke. It's layered. You have to watch the pre-show. Let's go.
We tried to help you.
I tried to help my man.
I
You
don't
just
know
gonna
how
let
many
that
more
fly.
times I can say I'm not
You
pro.
were just gonna let that fly. I'm
You
like,
have to say it. I know you think you don't have to say it.
you don't think
you have to say it.
You have to.
I have
say
to say it when somebody else says
No,
I'm
you
pro
have to say it
slavery.
every time.
Every
I don't
time.
have to say that I'm
Every
anti-slavery
Every
Yes, you do.
time
Until
somebody brings it
some-
up, you have to say it.
until in the intro. It's not even
Until the
9:15.
end. It's not.
Why would you not say it?
It's like the Boy Scouts.
Why would you not? What would be the disrespectful benefit of not saying it? You brought this upon yourself.
Yeah.
I did.
Because your arguments are so pro. You gotta tighten up, brother. You gotta tighten up.
They even try to
I
save
can't
you.
sit in this seat beside you.
I was just excited because we're getting a lot of
If
birds.
you say, yo, no, Dan, this is bigger than music. In sports, if somebody says, your wife is ugly, I have to defend her every time. Every time. Your wife ugly. Shut up. Your wife, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Yo, you pro-slavery. Oh, well, it's a good day. What are you talking about? Every time.
With enthusiasm.
I'm trying to, listen,
I was just really excited.
I don't
about-
care about that.
There's a lot of
I want
birds.
you
we
to
try
live
to
your
help
life.
you.
Carry on.
Yeah, all right.
Just let that roll off.
Got some brown thrashers back there.
Don't bring up Brown.
was
Don't
cool.
bring it up. Don't bring it up. I tried to help you out. You want to take it?
I regret. I regret.
Go,
happy.
man. Get
Had
into this.
some bluebirds.
Let's go to work.
Let's go.
So let's talk sports.
Let's talk sports. Number one topic. What do you guys want to do first?
Come on.
No, this is your
Just
job.
take charge. Come on.
I just want to
You have
see.
a responsibility.
I'm scared
Let's
to
not.
bring up anything and then be told that it's
You're
a
about to
slavery
get thrown
thing.
back into
Keep
the
going.
ring.
Please.
Keep going.
And
Push
I
through.
will do
I
it.
don't know. I mean, do we want to
Do
talk?
it.
Do we
Yes.
want to talk
Let's
playoffs? Am I
go.
allowed to talk about playoffs, or is that going to get twisted
That's it.
as well?
Big dog, I got nothing but 58 minutes. I'm just letting you know. You do your role. I dropped the 15 links. Do your job.
NBA playoffs
There we go.
are
Let's go,
happening. They've been super fun. They've been super exciting. Last night, Jokić went for what, 40? Was that
I believe so.
what it was? I fell asleep during the third quarter. So He was doing really great, and then the melatonin kicked in. I was like, I guess I'll find out how this ends tomorrow. There's something about giving your soul to the melatonin that's so beautiful.
You doing gummies, yeah? You doing drops?
These are neither. They're like Tums. They're kind of chalky. I'm not a huge fan of them. My wife bought them. I prefer the gummy melatonins.
You're such a child. your daily gummy.
I like gummy. Oh yeah, I got gummy vitamins.
Can I get gusher versions of this melatonin?
Oh, that would be great.
I knew you'd love that.
If I could get a rush of melatonin in every bite. Anyway, so did anybody stay up for the whole game?
I did.
How was it?
I saw a lot of
You
it.
saw a lot of it?
I saw a lot
He's the
of
best
it.
player on the planet, bro. It's
incredible.
There's times it's clearly known, and then there's times he just continues to make it clear. I watched the whole second half, and my man put on a clinic against 2 7-foot men for whatever they're worth. 40 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Masterclass.
Get Rudy Gobert out of here.
Masterclass. We should take back 2 of his DPOIs, bro.
Get him out of here.
Man.
The best game in the whole
He's been in
season.
the league forever.
At least over a decade. Yeah.
The best game in the whole series for the Wolves
Was when
he was not there.
But not present. Game 2.
I mean, at some point you gotta look around and say,
Hey.
One thing worked. The last time we was winning. Go see how your wife is doing.
Get some
Go be a
rest.
father. Go be a father, man. Don't let this silly game stop you from being a family man. Go be a father. You gotta send him out there.
We got it.
Because they look bad, man.
Yeah.
And then Jokic looks. He would be so. I'm glad I don't play NBA. He'd be so frustrated to guard.
Facts.
Because there's nothing about him that says he's gonna put up 40 on me.
I
And
saw
he
a
does it.
tweet that described it perfectly. They said Jokic plays basketball like a dad playing basketball in a pool with his kids.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
doesn't jump, just kind of moving around, real physical, but not like quickly physical.
Nothing's quick.
Nothing's quick.
Nothing's
It
quick.
is boring.
But it's also very quick because they can't stop. Like it's
bizarre.
What's the word I want to use?
He
It's,
feels like he has a
deceitfully
force.
quick.
He has like a force field around him. You're just like,
Bro.
Can you do something?
No,
to stop him.
We can't.
It,
Like-
it looks like the defender is in on it.
Yeah, totally. And like,
you
he
just
looks like
like-
the special needs kid that's trying to score a
Yeah.
touchdown.
You're
They're
just like, is this
Oh
scripted?
no, I can't.
He looked like he's like
choreographed.
He's like a Mike and Drill 2.0. You know what I mean? It's just like they take an old video of like a player from the 50s,
Yeah.
and then they made him bigger in color, and then they put him here.
put him
These
here.
are the same moves, and it's frustrating.
Jokic is from the past.
He is.
What I want to say about this series, though, and I'm not going to speak for anybody here in this room, was that sometimes you got to be slow with your sports takes.
No, be quick.
No,
Call
no,
him.
no.
Call him out.
I like this too. But
Yeah.
after game 2, the storyline, the feel, the momentum, the vibe after game 2, as a country, we were all like, oh yeah, Ant, let's go. Maybe in 5.
The next one.
Right? And then
That's a great
3
one.
games later, now going into game 6 with Denver up 3-2 going back to Minnesota, it's very quiet. And shout out to Ant, who is doing what he can.
Yeah,
but
his
it's a
fault.
team. Yeah, exactly. Right? It's a team sport.
Yeah.
But he's bringing his role to the table. Cat's been a disappearing act. Conley was out. But when
Was
you're the
hurt.
best, when you got the best player on the planet playing like the best player on the planet, they're tough to. They are the defending champions.
And another thing that I put into account at the beginning was I thought Murray was more hurt. He's not hurt, clearly. Clearly, there's nothing wrong with him.
if whatever they injected him with,
Yeah.
he's looking good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if he's hurt,
good.
it might be trouble.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's fine now.
He's good.
And he's
get
cooking.
that. Whatever you got, give it to Luke.
Yeah.
Because they all look too different.
So
Yeah.
here's the other question with the NBA playoffs. Is it good for the NBA that the Knicks could potentially make the conference finals, conference championship
It's
for the
not
first
bad.
time since 2000?
It's
That's
not
what
bad.
Adam Silver wants.
All right, don't do this. Don't do this.
Is there always one
Please,
on the
no,
podcast?
let him do it. Let him do it.
All right, go
Let him
ahead.
do
Go
it.
ahead.
I mean,
haven't
we
done
all-
this.
we
Give it.
Give it to him.
Come on.
We've
Get your
all
popcorn.
watched the NBA not call a moving screen the entire year, and then they call the most important moving screen in game
Play
1.
your cards. Let's go. Come on.
I'm saying the NBA wants the Knicks in there.
Does the NBA want the Hawks to be good?
No,
How we get
That's
number
why
one
they
pick?
gave him the
Why
number.
did they give them the number 1 pick?
Because it's the worst draft in history.
That's not true.
It's the worst draft in the past.
One of those
25
drafts
years.
was number 1 pick was Anthony Bennett.
Look,
So I know it's not.
everything
Brown.
that I have said or everything that I have read about this draft. People are saying it's like starting any other draft at number 10. That's what they're saying. Anyway,
This Adam Silver mess.
The NBA wants Knicks Celtics.
You literally think it's a conspiracy to keep the Hawks down by giving them the number 1 pick.
Why do you watch the
regardless
games?
of like every team has to draft in this draft. It's not like, all right,
Yeah.
we'll give you the leftovers.
Oh no, they're trying to throw us off the scent. So they're like,
Bro,
give them the number 1
do
pick.
realize
and they
that
can't
one
do
draft
anything
we
with it.
picked Marvin Williams instead of Chris Paul, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
so
not.
it's not the league.
Look, I'm not saying the league has had to work hard to make
no,
the Hawks
no,
irrelevant.
No, I don't think they do it at all. I think we're a non-factor. I think they don't
Anyway,
think about us. I think they don't respond to our emails. I think that they
Well, they have moved up to spam.
Yeah, they're like, y'all still down there doing that little basketball thing? Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think the NBA very much wants Celtics Knicks.
Look, I want Knicks. I never
Say it.
liked any
Say it.
New York team
Come on.
ever. They're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch, bro.
In Madison Square Garden, that is the most fun experience.
They're fun to watch.
That made me go, oh, I get why I get why Melo went there.
Yeah.
I get why some people didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Because that energy. Bro, I'm sitting here watching a play happen, and I'm like, why is this fan on the court yelling at the referee? It's just John Starks.
Just
Former Nick John
Nick
Starks
Ray, yeah.
doing. I'm like, this is dad just yelling.
That is fun because like Starks, Melo,
Marbury, they're all there.
they're all there, and they're
Tracy
all
Morgan,
fans.
people like Ben Stiller, like they're just real fans yelling at people. But they're like they pop up on the court. It's so it's bananas. That energy's crazy.
I do think former players coming back to be fans is very telling of how much they loved their time there.
Yeah,
I think that's a huge thing.
for sure.
Like,
for sure.
so I think that is a very good sign for the Knicks, an organization that usually
that
gets.
sucks.
I
yes.
forgot Melo was drafted by Denver.
Right.
Like that's how much you.
Oh, you think of him as a Nick first?
He's a Nick.
Oh,
He ain't never been back to Denver.
Those Denver teams were so fun, though.
They were fun,
those
but
jerseys
he's
were
a
trash.
he's a Nick.
I want to say this about Brunson, though, because what I love about Cats in the postseason is how they begin to build their story.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Brunson's playoff run, he's tied for the most 40-point games since 2018 LeBron,
Listen.
which is prime LeBron, in my opinion, at that moment still. My man is, I don't know what his stature is because he don't look big.
They say he's 5'10".
Right, so my man is one of the smallest starting player when they come out there to roll the ball out, and be cooking Cats when he is he didn't have a great game the other day, but when he came back to that MSG and dropped 40 plus on their head with 2 feet on the ground, left, right, up there, like his game is not sexy either. It's like Jokic up here, but like Brunson's game is not sexy.
No.
He's not high flying.
It's a grind.
He ain't got no package like Kyrie.
No.
It's just I'm like,
He gonna
what
body you.
YMCA that you learn?
Yeah.
Right? So, to go back to the question, absolutely would love to see Boston against New York. Legacies, stories,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? All that thing right there. If the interesting thing is that health is one of the biggest things for New York. If you know, a lot of people are out. So Boston is clearly on paper the better team. They're going to have home court, etc. But without question, I at least think the Knicks, if they win this series, is going to give them a strong
Boston
battle.
could also be more rested because they're going to end their series next game probably.
We'll see.
Sure.
If Mitchell plays, we'll see.
Also,
But we want the Knicks in the conference.
yeah, the
finals.
Knicks do a thing against if they play Boston.
Yeah.
That like Boston don't want is they hit you in the mouth.
Hit you in the mouth.
Like that.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
They hit you right. Hit
Tibbs,
Kristaps right in his knee.
every Tibbs team.
It's
just like, man, they ready to fight.
They ready to fight.
ready to
They on
fight.
the edge. It's like we'll play basketball,
Yeah.
but we really can fight.
Like
Because they've been fighting their coach the entire year.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
they're
they-
just like, oh, this is nothing.
they're fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to say it.
I'll go ahead and say that I was very wrong about Mavs Thunder. I thought that was a sweep.
yeah, you did.
I said it
You
very
did. You
confidently.
said it very confidently.
It's 2-2.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Luka and Kyrie? That happened, bro.
I thought OKC was
Supremely better than Dallas.
yes. I thought significantly better, and I still think they are.
They're
I
better.
just think they're young.
Yeah, sure.
It feels like there's times where like you've seen, especially people on like ESPN, those conversational shows say a team isn't ready.
Sure.
And
As if those shows are like below a lower tier than our show.
Yeah, there. If you watch one of those
conversations.
podunk,
Those
Those
shows that
just-
just throw out
yeah,
just hot takes.
not a
Will
single
Bond.
person accused of love and slavery the whole time. What are you guys doing?
You brought it back.
You brought it back.
You brought it back. We didn't do that.
It's called a callback.
You don't call everything back.
No, you don't actually.
We moved on.
So
Have you
you're
watched
trying to
how
call
this country
slavery
works?
back right now?
I
I
thought
forgot
it
about it.
was a
That's how
slavery
this country
callback.
tries to work.
Interesting.
I thought it was just gonna be a quick.
That's
like,
probably one of the biggest flop jokes we've had on this podcast, bro.
Why would you think that?
Why would you?
What in the history of this podcast makes you think?
Why would you do that?
I'll
to
say
yourself?
slavery and no one will have a comment about it.
Have you met David Perdue?
Have you? Yeah. Like, what did you think? was that?
I have forgot we
I have
talked
forgot.
about that, bro.
I have forgot. Go
I
ahead.
was like this.
I'm gonna
Come on,
give your mama. Go ahead.
We
Keep
back.
going. We
So a
back.
lot of people say things like this team's just not ready, and it never felt like tangible.
Sure.
But this time it feels like that's exactly how it feels.
I still don't believe in Dallas' defense
Yeah,
at all.
they-
And also, like Luka, I think he's obviously one of the best.
Oh, Luka's hurt.
But he's hurt.
Yeah,
So it's
Luka's
just
on
like,
one knee.
can Kyrie carry a team? This is what we've always wanted to know. Can he carry a team? But it's like a team that don't really play no defense.
Yeah.
They don't
tough.
play defense.
You
They
know
don't
what
have
I
a
mean?
lot of depth.
They
If
don't
you're
have
going
that.
to beat me with scoring, I need your best player to score 30.
Got to be able to score.
And he's scoring. He's hurt.
Yeah.
So,
He did well when right after LeBron left Cleveland, but that was the last time I remember him actually like showing up and carrying a team.
Yeah. I mean, like in the play, like this is probably Kyrie's best performance in the playoffs since then for
yeah, it's
sure.
fair. Not
Yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah.
and probably not that
No.
Boston.
Definitely
So
not
we'll
them
see.
teams.
I got
All right.
OKC winning in 7.
Okay.
I go with that.
So we'll go through those. So right now, Celtics Cavs 3-1. They play tonight.
Yeah.
We thinking the series over tonight?
I am.
Is in Boston?
It looks like it's in Cleveland.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell was out last game, so he's not 100%.
Oh.
Their best player's not 100%. Yeah.
Cleveland don't want to be there no way.
yeah,
You know what it is.
There we go. Pacers Knicks 3-2.
I got Knicks in
Knicks.
7.
Knicks.
I think Pacers win the next one.
Yeah.
And then
Game 7 in
Game
MSG.
Thunder Mavs 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going Thunder.
Yeah. Would it hurt Luca? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Thunder.
And then Wolves Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
3-2.
I don't even want to say
Wolves.
it.
Yeah, Wolves
Wolves
winning
in
it.
7?
Wolves in 7.
They got to win 2 back-to-back.
They already did it.
They already did.
They did. It seems like ages ago.
It does.
It's
a different team.
It's a different team.
If I'm Ant, I'm like, just keep it close in the fourth.
You keep it close in the fourth,
Keep it close in the fourth.
and let me have a
Can't
shot.
stop fouling people.
Okay.
And
You got to double Jokić.
And-
You got to double Jokić and let.
do whatever you did game 2.
I don't know what they didn't have Gobert.
Do that. Look, you got to make tough decisions.
Look, give Gobert wrong
Bro,
time.
send that man
Send him in some
some
poison
Gruyere
pizza.
cheese, wine.
Tell him the game's in the other city.
Tell him it's in France. Get out of the
Get
continent.
him out of here, bro.
Get out of here.
Get him out.
Bro, it just reminds me. You ever see that clip of Murray when he talks about Jokic talking trash against Gobert?
Yeah.
Like Gobert, like Jokic is cooking him,
Cooking him.
and then Gobert still talking trash, and then said Jokic says, "My brother, I have 47 points." Like, dog,
No, look up.
he's in your nightmares.
Look up, bro.
When
I've
he
never
pulled
known
the
a
chair out,
Bro, I've never known a defensive
defensively?
player of the year to be such a clown. Like such a nobody fears you person.
Yeah.
We only fear your height.
That's it.
Hot take. I wish we went back to 5 games in these early series.
Oh no. Give me all the basketball.
Dan
I
is a
understand.
fringe basketball fan.
I am.
I respect
but
it.
but like let's
respect
get to like what we basically are just like like playing with it.
I hear you.
Just
I wish it was 9-game series.
versus like getting into it.
I get the short term. Here's the long term. When we get to that dead summer, it was like, I wish I just had one more.
Just one more
series.
game.
I wish I just had one more. You know what I'm
when
saying?
it's
coming.
June.
We're about to do a lot of top 10s.
A lot. Hey, so who do you think would rather?
We're about to take that music video
We
draft
not,
off the shelf.
because the WNBA is here.
WNBA is here.
What a
They
transition.
they tipped off
Oh, well, smooth.
last
Yeah.
night. Fever, Suns, and then Mercury Aces, and then Seattle. Who did Seattle play?
I don't know who
Think
Seattle
Minnesota.
played.
Minnesota. I missed.
Yeah.
That's the game I missed. Fun night of opening basketball. Dream play tonight
Yeah.
at 10.
10.
Not
doing West Coast?
It's
Time
West Coast.
zone.
I'm not thrilled about that though.
Real quick, Dan, were you really on the plane with them?
I was.
So Dan was on the plane a couple days
Was.
ago with the Atlanta Dream Team. It was
I didn't
Delta.
recognize any of them, but they all had
They all had the
like,
gear.
The
They
Dream
all had
gear.
the gear on.
Were
and-
you on a private plane?
No,
Were you on a chartered plane?
I was not.
Just a good old sweet.
Delta, Sky Miles, racking up
Can
those
we
miles.
talk about Delta
about it.
dropping the bet? How does the Dream not just have? Y'all only got one spare Delta
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
The headquarters.
something.
Like, just get one of them planes. You guys playing somewhere, just
You gotta
laying
plane
around.
somewhere.
Give them a plane.
Not a
Atlanta?
Boeing.
Somebody do this.
mean,
We only need 16
Somebody
seats.
do. Like, I'm just saying, be official sponsor of the Dream. Like,
You're Delta.
Or
The
give them
Delta.
first.
I think they
at
probably
least,
are the official sponsor of the Dream, just in economy comfort.
At least give them
Wow.
first class.
no.
Not enough seats.
Oh,
Not enough
do
seats.
you know that how much those seats go for?
No, I don't. Never once looked at
looked at it.
Not a chance.
What are they? 100? 20? 100?
Stop
I don't
it.
know.
Stop it.
They actually make Nate get in the back of the plane and walk his way up. They
Yeah.
don't want him looking at
Come
the first
through
class.
the cargo bay.
Yeah. You down there with the
They
dog.
make me close. They make me hold my eyes
Yeah.
closed when I walk through.
You'll have a different take on slavery if he rides down there for
Yeah.
one flight.
Anyway, I'm of course having fun. Caitlin Clark.
20.
doesn't acknowledge.
There's no point.
Stop.
There's no point.
Just keep going.
Caitlin Clark debuts last night. 20 points, 10 turnovers, I think 7 assists.
Yeah.
Look, not the worst rookie debut
No, not the worst.
we have seen.
There's a lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers. Maybe the most
NBA record.
maybe the
WNBA
most
record.
physical game that I saw her have to kind of deal with.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was not a game.
Yeah, which was
These are grown women.
It's
grown women.
it's one of those things
Taurasi
where, like,
said it.
Taurasi said it. We talked about it. It's one of the most concentrated leagues in the world.
Yo.
It's a very concentrated. That's the thing that is not known enough.
And look, it's not Caitlin's fault that she's overexposed, but if you're a WNBA player, you're looking at this
I
going,
cannot wait.
Oh, chomping at
Yeah.
the bits.
you're going like basically product like her NIL deals put a target on her back, which is not a bad thing. It's fine.
You
And
think
the
it was
league-
her NIL deals?
I think that part of her being on a ton of commercials.
Okay.
The celebrity.
The
not just
celebrity
deal, the
aspect of it.
celebrity of it.
Just
aspect.
yeah, plus
Yeah.
the way people have talked
It's
about it.
similar to, not to cut you off, Vic, it's similar to Bronny James when there's celebrity or status or name or whatever. And I think people coming from, I think Taurasi came from a good place of heart, competition, facts and truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
who's this 18-year-old high school kid coming out? I've been in the league for 5 years. I'm gonna try to put him on his butt. Then when he dunk on me, I dap him up and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, welcome to the league, big dog."
Right.
But yeah, it's all love and competition in this bad
to-
boy.
She was on a charter flight.
Who?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
got
was.
one.
Whole fever.
It's a rollout. The W's got a rollout
Listen.
program, and they was gonna
Listen.
give the number one
Some
pick.
of the girls with NIL
She got the
deals,
charter flight.
they gonna be like, look, y'all can do what y'all.
Yeah. The
I'm
number
not-
one pick was getting the,
Yeah,
the
I'm not
one of the
used to
first
this
ones. Yeah.
poor life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
I want to bring up the Aces real quick. The defending champs with the best player in the world.
Defending
in the
two-time
W.
champs.
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
Back to back.
With Wilson, Plum, and the crew over there with the Aces. Thoroughly enjoyed the game. I had a great time watching the game, but I also made the mistake of having a whole pint of ice cream for the second day in a row. Not the best
whole
time of my life.
pint?
Listen,
What's
I'm
our
not-
flavor?
look.
What's our flavor go to?
It was raspberry cheesecake from Ben and Jerry's.
Oh.
Shout out Ben
Okay.
and Jerry. Quite a bit, quite a lot.
We've talked
Thoroughly
about
loved it in the
When
moment.
you sat down,
Quite a-
were you like, I'm gonna eat this whole thing, or were you like,
Without
I just
question.
want to?
I didn't bring a
You
napkin. I didn't bring a bowl.
You left the top on the counter.
Yeah, put it down, bro. Went, sat down, TV on high, kids sleep, wife gone.
Yeah.
Let's live.
We've talked about this before. Damon, you're
So
lactose
good.
intolerant.
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Do we know each other on this show?
Every
we barely know
every
each other.
time
What'd you say?
that Damon consumes dairy, which is mostly in a frozen form,
Yes, that's
we
the only time to have it.
we get a text
Yeah, for sure.
that he's struggling.
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom this morning.
And every time I'm like, Damon, it's because you're lactose intolerant.
Let's be here for 2 minutes.
Every time you consume dairy,
Let's be here. Let's
you
be here for 2 minutes.
immediately
We're here.
So lactose intolerant means what? Let's be on the
Deep
same
breath.
page.
I'm here.
Your body
Lactose
is
intolerant.
intolerant.
Intolerant to, so that
it doesn't mean you throw it up.
I didn't say anything about vomit. I'm saying, what does it mean to be lactose intolerant?
It means that your body can't process
Can't process.
the like.
Are you saying your body's too good at
Lactose.
processing?
No, I'm saying whether I have ice cream or not, I'm always gonna be on the toilet. Right? Will we disagree? No, yes. I'm not wrong, right?
That's
It depends.
violently you'll be on the
Oh,
toilet.
it's not violent. It's just a fun. It's my
It seems
it's
to
my
be
farting in front of the ring bell situation where I text them that I'm on the toilet.
It seems to be a more noticeable
I also
fight,
look,
if you will, when
that's-
you have
It's
dairy.
not a fight.
that's my
Okay.
favorite.
It's not a
defense.
fight. If I've
So-
led you to believe that I fight,
All
I
right,
don't.
Let me not say fight. Any other
Volume
time,
is up, but not a fight. I drink a lot of water. I'm hydrated. Not a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what.
I also
even
love
to
the
us,
defense.
it is clearly noticeable for you.
Sure,
when
sure.
you have ice cream, because we
Yeah.
are then in part of a.
But I
test.
have no pain. I'm not walking around half the day with a tummy ache. So those things are not.
But
those,
it is a unique bowel movement because
Yeah, sure.
you're
It's
texting.
noticeable.
You
I
get
guess.
text
I think
about
we're
it.
we're
true.
concerned about the quickness of you eating ice cream
I went to sleep, woke up this morning. I'm feeling good. I just want to say this. I want to clear the air.
Where is this going?
I want to clear. We can move on out here. I believe it is a sham. I don't believe.
You don't believe lactose?
I don't believe lactose intolerance is a real thing. I think it was set up by the vegans. I don't believe in it. I think we have had enough.
I have a list of one of the things that don't believe it.
I have had enough.
It gonna look like
of
birds.
Listen,
lactose,
I grew up
gluten.
with. You remember the baby formula crack epidemic when they was putting a little bit of cocaine in our baby formula? You remember this?
Okay.
They had to put it behind the glass wall. You remember this? I came from that era. I grew up on cheese pizza. I came from that era. Chicken nuggets made out of dinosaurs and bologna. I came from that era. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about a little ice cream and a little tum-tum issue. Like, it doesn't bother me. I'm unfazed by it. If I can have ice cream for the rest of my life and have to poop 3 more times in a day, I'm losing 0 sleep. I just want to make that clear. So I'm not intolerant. I welcome it. Okay, I say bring it on.
My favorite
I'm the
defense of
most
lactose intolerance is Damon going, you got to poop anyway.
What are you saying?
Might
He's
as well
not
enjoy
wrong.
ice
So
cream.
okay, so we're sitting on
15
the
shots
couch.
to 19 shots. Curry still gonna shoot.
So now we're sitting on the couch. We're
We're on
having
the
our
couch.
second pint
Second
of ice
pint.
cream.
Yeah.
Was this the train of thought you wanted to fight lactose intolerance, or
No, it
what-
wasn't. But
Okay.
this is how we live on this podcast. I was trying to shout out the W, but we had to bring that up right there. That's all I wanted to say.
I'm just
but
we're
hey,
concerned.
y'all mess with Ben and Jerry's though? All jokes aside.
Oh yeah.
I'm not-
Okay, you
Tonight
don't?
though.
I don't not miss it. It's not like a.
Not a big. Oh, I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm probably
Ever
more,
since 2020, I'm all in.
probably more a bluebell.
I don't
person.
make it that far down
You don't eat ice cream?
the frozen aisle. No, that's just too expensive.
No, I'm cutting to Dan's face so we can see
Yeah,
him
let's cut to that.
scoff
Wait,
at
what?
Nate.
Ben and Jerry's. I
I
don't know.
feel like you'd have
Bro,
money
look,
for ice cream.
I don't know the last
if
time
you
I-
weren't buying.
I don't know the
these
last time I've
jerseys.
had name brand
Man,
ice cream.
Libby must have cut your
Must
allowance.
have cut him his
in half.
allowance, bro. My man must be in the doghouse.
Bro, what did you
This man
do?
come in a different jersey
know-
every episode.
I know
and
Libby's
be
got
like, ice
Ben Jerry's
cream,
money.
expensive.
I know Libby's got
She was
Ben
just in
Jerry's money.
England, living a
Bro,
life.
bro.
The man said I can't afford Ben and
Yeah,
Jerry's.
what's Libby's favorite ice cream?
You and Rory McIlroy might be both headed for the same
Look,
end right
it's-
now.
it's not
which is
a-
divorce.
Jesus.
It's not that if we buy Ben and Jerry's, it's gonna break the bank.
No, we know that.
It's that our ice cream budget is not Ben
Wait,
and
you
Jerry's.
have a line item in your budget for ice cream?
Yeah, I mean it's a mental thing where you just go. I
too
probably
much.
gotta
Do
stop.
you have a line item for sex?
What? No, I don't pay for
Right.
that.
Joyful things don't need line
But you
items in
could.
budgets.
I could legally in some parts, sure.
What is this, Paul Pierce? What we doing?
You know, there's a website. You can just sign
Hey,
up.
hey, kids watch the show. Kids watch the show.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Kids, there's a website. Paul Pierce.
Kids should be in school. You better not be watching this show.
I
Go to
hope,
school.
I hope some kids in middle
What would
school
you? What do
crap
you?
out.
What would you give up any of the things that you currently buy regularly for better ice
Stay
cream?
here. Let's stay here.
So ice cream,
You don't love it.
I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, you don't love it.
It's not a love.
Oh yeah, I'm all
So every once in a while, we got a little small grocery store. I'll grab a little pint every once in a while. It's sometimes
Little pint, no, pint's a like a.
Yeah, it was what the
it's
hell
a it's a measured.
Yeah, it's not a little
amount.
pint.
a little pint.
You don't get to do
Yeah,
a little
it's a
pint.
pint.
Yeah, a big pint. This ain't a big
whatever the
pint.
little
This is a
thing-
little pint.
Nah,
Nah,
Whatever
it's
the
just
little
a
thing
pint.
is.
A little Dixie cup. You put your fingers up.
A pint is not a beer glass.
Yeah. Good call, man. Good call. Good
Way to
catch.
catch him up. Let's get the
Good catch.
measurements together.
So yeah,
Because
so-
clearly you love something that is okay. So what are we filling the ice cream bucket?
Wait, what?
What's your
Yeah.
go-to? What's your vice? What's your
Oh,
what's your
it's
lactose?
It's salty stuff. It's greasy, salty. I don't have as much of a sweet tooth as my figure tells people I do.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. I'm very much like I'll have a second helping of dinner instead of dessert.
Dessert. I see. What's your go lactose and go to?
Cookie, like half-baked chocolate chip
you
cookies.
talked about this. Yeah,
I'm a-
yeah.
Soft cookies.
And then if you put some vanilla on top, I'll skip dinner for that.
yeah.
Like that's how much I am in the sweets world. You're like, yo, bro, we ain't got enough. Can I just I'll take. Oh, let me just get the half-baked cookies with
Yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah.
I
If
do
can choose
like a
one.
cold cake. I love cold cake.
Like you put it in
Like
the
like
fridge.
cheesecake,
No,
like key lime pie,
like
like
a birthday
ice
cake.
cream cake.
That you
A
put in the
birthday cake the
refrigerator?
next day
In
that's
from the
that's
fridge.
been in the fridge, and eating that at like 11 p.m.
that
with a
doesn't-
glass of milk.
Ooh. We sell like Macaulay Culkin.
It's phenomenal.
sound like Beaver from Leave It to Beaver.
You guys don't eat milk. You guys, if you have like a rich sweet cake,
I cannot
glass of
remember
milk?
the last time I had a glass of milk.
Even if I do, I don't sound like that.
What are you talking about? I had a glass of milk
I mean,
yesterday.
that's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got strong bones. I don't have to worry about osteoporosis.
Strong bones?
You don't think you have to worry about osteoporosis?
I hope you have strong bones, dude.
Bro, you gotta worry about everything.
I got calcium.
A glass of milk?
Yeah, I had waffles yesterday.
This man has to plug himself into a machine to sleep at night.
Yeah.
And he's out here just chugging milk before he goes into that chamber.
Wait, what type of milk?
2%.
You drinking cow milk at 11 p.m.?
If I have a slice of cake, yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm not going out
Y'all's
of
relationship. Can I just paint this picture?
Paint it, brother.
Nate and Libby are sitting in their living room. Libby is sipping single malt scotch in her leather armchair, I'm sure. And Nate's just over here with a milk mustache, shoving cold cake in his mouth. And
Where do you think Libby got the idea for adopting a child from?
But I think our genetics. To use a.
That was a milk. She's like,
Stop making me look like a.
I think our DNA.
I had to. They needed to know how it probably really works. You know how kids hold it with a sippy cup.
David's got it like a beach bucket of milk.
I don't know your life. I've been to your house one time. I don't know your life. That's how I think you drink milk. You can't change my mind.
So
either.
what do you do if you guys have cake?
Never drinking milk, bro.
I've
drunk milk since I had kids.
Okay, what beverage do you have with a rich sweet dessert?
Juice,
Soda water.
soda.
Now milk, I get it.
No, I don't.
I'm not going
David, you don't have to, David.
Now, did I have a cupcake last night and not drink milk? Absolutely, because I'm an adult. I don't need milk is for cereal.
Milk is for cereal.
Milk is for cereal.
Or put it in your coffee.
When I was a kid, we was like, oh, you cake and a milk and whatever. Sure. Now I'm like, I'm not
I
about
had
to
a
just
metabolism that
process.
Now I'm just like,
So how's your volume when you drink milk? Your body's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
volume.
How big of
he's
a
trained a
how
long
big of a
time for
glass?
Yeah,
He's drinking a whole pint glass. He got that's
about a little pint.
but that is huge, bro.
A little pint.
I could maybe take a shot of milk, maybe. If I was like,
Wait, milk will mess you up?
no, I hate it.
Oh,
It's just disgusting. Yeah, it don't taste good to me.
I had milk with
What do you
a couple
call
of
it?
Reese's cups.
What do you call milk?
What do you mean?
Like
what
if I pour you some milk, what do you call it? Hey, can I have some of that?
milk?
Oh, okay. We say white milk.
Okay.
You don't call it white milk?
one out.
I'm just saying, we here. Relatability is what gets things going.
So I get it. To me, white milk has always been the constant. And then once you add stuff to it, then you go strawberry milk, chocolate milk.
Set up. Bro, how do you not know when you get set up?
It wasn't a setup.
It wasn't set up.
I was asking an honest question.
Even if it wasn't, it is.
Warning, literally above my head. If you
Warning,
can see my warning.
So like,
We call it white milk in our house, not in a racial way, but because of colors.
Did you say that because y'all also had chocolate milk in the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have white milk and we have chocolate milk
We
in our
rarely
home.
had
yeah, to
chocolate
me,
milk.
it's like
We don't
it's
call
like,
it black milk. That would be a different story.
Yeah.
like a glass of tea to me is sweet tea. I don't have to specify sweet.
Oh, nah.
My daughter's colorblind. She doesn't designate what color milk she would like. She
that
just
right? What'd she say?
always she goes, I want milk, but what she really is saying is I want chocolate milk.
Yeah,
I
no
love
kid
that
just
it's-
wants white milk.
I love that
Unless
it's
you're
always a
Nate.
surprise for her. Every time she has a glass of milk, she's like, I don't know what kind of milk this is.
No, she
What a fun
does.
day.
She just thinks that white milk is for cereal.
And she's correct.
the intentionality of the milks are different.
She's never seen
correct.
that.
She's not wrong. White milk is for cereal. And also for cakes, for Reese cups, for
Bro,
waffles.
I'm gonna
Anytime
change
I have
the
a
game for you.
sweet,
If I'm eating breakfast, I'm having orange
I'm gonna
juice.
change it. Would you drink cake with like chocolate milk?
I'm not a fan of milk.
Would you like chocolate milk at all?
I don't like milk. I don't want to make that clear.
No, I got you.
Okay.
So it's never. It's purely cereal.
If I'm drinking milk,
It's purely
if
cereal.
it's milk, it's in ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In cereal.
Game changer for you if you looking for it.
Game changer.
Because I don't know why, but just like 2% in regular milk just bothers me.
Give it to him.
And I understand that chocolate can't go with everything.
Yeah.
I had a run probably in high school where like I don't know why Kroger was selling vanilla milk.
Ooh, yeah.
I never have
Vanilla milk was a game changer. And then I was like, oh, you just put vanilla extract in milk and it's
Vanilla milk.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna be
2%
honest
vanilla
with you. I was this years old when I figured out that white milk is not vanilla milk.
Oh!
That's out here today,
Look at that.
teaching and reaching.
Okay.
You were today's years old. I want to make sure everybody understand that you didn't think white milk and vanilla milk were the same. Yes.
Yeah, like I can understand now that
Sure.
it doesn't taste like
Right.
vanilla.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But
But
also
like,
at the same
I would
time,
never have been like, I need to add
Yeah.
vanilla
Yeah.
to this milk to qualify it as
It's like
vanilla milk.
Vanilla milk is like the milk that's left over after
It's ice
cereal.
It's melted ice cream.
It's
That's
melted
what it
ice.
tastes like.
It's phenomenal.
And
Melted
you would
ice cream.
drink this with like.
Bro, I put that in the
IPA?
cereal.
Dude, the United States Milk Commission better be sponsoring this podcast because
Yeah, we doing a
We
lot.
talked about milk for 5 minutes.
Let us
Way
know.
too much.
Let us
And not
know.
even the kind we all really like.
There's
This is true. I used
Ma-
to drink strawberry milk and
Yeah.
grape
Yeah,
soda.
yeah.
Mayfield, send us stuff.
Let's go.
All right, let's.
Boring, bro.
You know what? Let's stay on the milk.
Let's stay on milk.
So,
I'm ready for this.
Mother's Day was Sunday.
Whoa!
Oh, my God.
Boy, what a small boy!
But I'm talking about slavery.
Marcus Sims.
Okay.
So it's a big Mother's Day is a big deal in Major League Baseball. Got the pink bats, pink socks,
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. Marcus Sims' mom came to the stadium with a big sign that said, "I breastfed Marcus Sims." Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought this was a baseball player. It's one of the guys for the USFL.
yeah.
So this is even weirder because baseball's it loans itself to weird people. You know, does that make sense? Like I think it attracts weirder athletes.
You think so?
I think so. But basically,
say there.
his mom said the reason that Marcus Sims is so fast in the UFL is because she breastfed him.
United States Football League,
Yeah.
which is not the NFL.
It's not the NFL.
Get that formula. This is a commercial for formula.
Formula babies
Don't
make it
get
to
your-
the league.
Her weak titty milk out of here. And to make a real professional athlete. Got that
Your bum breast out of here.
Weak titty milk.
Your bum breast.
Yeah.
Your weak breast genetics.
That is not the ad you thought it was
Outta
going to
here.
be.
You thought your breast was
I want
strong?
out.
Dumb breast.
Yeah.
Low,
You thought you was doing. You
thought your breast was saving lives?
An empty stadium of Unison. Look what I did.
Your nine
With my breast milk.
walk-on breast.
Walk on. Yeah.
Your non-scholarship breast
Got
milk.
no
Eat
nourishment in them.
I just want to apologize to Marcus Simeon. That's who I thought it was.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I
it.
understand.
You felt
I
that intro
understand.
for 3 minutes, bro.
Bro, you literally just looked at the thumbnail and hoped
Yeah.
to God that it was what you thought it was.
I knew exactly what he was saying. I was like, I don't think he's reading this story right.
No, in my mind, I was like, oh, Marcus Sims, the baseball player.
Nope.
Oh, boy.
That was the wildest transition I've ever heard you do. Though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Then he tried
it
to
doesn't
dig out of
matter
the
that
hole.
somebody was holding a sign up talking about breastfeeding. The
Yeah.
fact that you said that and all of us were like, do not talk about women breastfeeding.
Yeah.
5 guys in a room, we shouldn't be talking about it except for they can do it whenever and wherever they want.
They can.
I'm saying that's the only statement we should be making.
Until they want to say, hey, I'm the reason why he's good.
This is key.
And now I have questions.
Now we've got to
Because
bring
he's
up
not
the
that
fact-
good.
Not that good.
He's not that
That's
good.
all we're saying.
I'm saying you should have been like, this helped him get good grades.
Ah,
We can maybe
he's
see
got
that.
great character.
Great character.
Yeah.
But like, all right, this man was a good football
He's a
player.
great athlete.
Ma'am, this is a high school football stadium, and these people are never gonna make it to the league.
No, baby.
So this ain't the one you thought it was.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
This ain't the one you thought
That's
it
all
was.
we're saying.
You can do it all. Do it all.
Do it all.
I thought she was a wet nurse.
That's a job you don't hear much about anymore.
That's true. You don't hear a lot about that.
Not a ton of people go into college.
It's actually
like,
crazy.
what are you majoring in?
Crazy name.
Wet nurse.
Crazy name.
Wet nurse.
I mean, it's descriptive.
But what are we talking about?
We know what we're talking about.
No, a lot of people would not.
You don't know what we're talking
I
about?
was like, yo, bro, you getting married next weekend? We got wet nurses coming. That's. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't anymore. I'll be the first to admit I do not understand.
We're never gonna make money on YouTube.
Listen.
Let's scrap this show.
This
Our
algorithm
whole job is now
burying
just to get Damon on debate shows
Yes.
I'm just
where
saying.
he has no clue of the topic. We tell him 5 minutes as he's in hair and makeup.
And it will win.
And then,
I'm just saying language
Stop.
is power. Wet nurse is a crazy term, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You just turned wet nurses into strippers.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
What I used was my words to create a picture in your mind. And you did the rest.
All right.
All right.
Jeff Teague had a podcast.
This is live. We're doing this live.
Jeff Teague was talking on his podcast the other day about winning championship in Milwaukee, and he said that their post-championship party was trash. I can't move on. I'm sorry. It's stuck in
Our
my-
child 16 said breast milk slander on a Wednesday morning is wild, and that transition was crazy.
It wasn't slander.
It wasn't.
And then
I'm pro breast milk.
Yeah, born again twice,
Yeah.
as that's what he missed. And then Simon Stevens says, I've been here for 15 minutes and I don't even know what's happening. Also, I like how you did say, and I'm just going to butt it, you're talking about good character. So, like, whoever said that, are you like, man, that guy's got really good manners. I bet he got some good ass breast milk. Like,
Yes.
that is a
what I'm
gentleman
saying.
right there.
I don't know what anybody else said. That's
Excuse
what
me,
I'm
sir.
saying.
You're so polite. When did you get off the teats?
Yeah.
That's how
It
we
must have been an
describe
appropriate
comics that
time.
aren't funny.
Yeah.
We're just like, how is he as a comedian? I bet he had good breast milk.
Yeah. And if he's bad, it's like
Yeah, he's a
formula.
great green room hanger.
Great
kid.
formula.
Yeah.
He's a formula kid for
He's a
sure.
formula kid.
But this is a wildly cultural thing, in the sense that, do you all know what you were? Like, are you a formula kid?
Oh, I'm definitely forming.
All right, so here's one thing I'm
You
going to
were
bring up.
definitely
I
impressive.
tried to bring
Why you stretch for your statement?
because this is
did.
this is going to be
got
wild.
ready.
I can't believe we're back here.
It's something because it's something that makes me upset,
Oh,
and my entire family does not think it's a big deal.
carry on. I'm ready for this.
So I have a cousin, Ben, who was
You use
born.
his real name.
Yeah, Ben Wallman.
We've met
Wait,
Ben.
whoa.
We're buds.
Yeah. We've met Ben.
Born in December. I was born in September of 1990.
Uh-oh.
So we're right there.
Uh-oh.
Apparently,
Oh, no.
we just got passed around when we were hungry. It was just whoever was available.
Wow.
You had a wet nurse.
And my
Couple of 'em.
mom and aunt do not think it's that big of a deal.
Wait.
Make sure you get your
Time
clarification.
Yeah.
Get your clarification,
So-
brother.
And look, this
Time
is
out. 20.
I was an
I need
infant,
20.
not choices that I made.
Obviously not.
But,
baby, you
but it
was.
makes so much sense. now.
Apparently,
Apparently,
Wait, what in a modern era?
in a modern
Time
era,
out.
the 1990s.
in the year of our Lord, 1990 to 1991.
Did you have cousins around the same age?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Ben.
Ben is
Oh.
the cousin.
So you guys would just flip flop.
Apparently, if like my mom wasn't available when I was hungry,
Ma.
Aunt Mary would just tag in like the worst wrestling team of all
How
time.
have you never talked about this on stage?
I've tried, and people go, "We don't believe
Run it
you,"
back, run it
and
back,
we're
bro.
sad
Run that bit
for
back.
you.
Nah, run that
stage
back.
this
Because
year.
that's insane.
I don't know what to do with that
Keep trying.
information.
You just keep
Yeah.
trying. Because that is
Put
one
that
of the
at the
wildest
feet
things.
of your
I think you
therapist.
can start with "I love milk," and you can let it go from
So
there.
then, not only has that happened to myself and Ben,
Everybody takes pint shot glasses of milk.
Yeah. Yo, you,
why,
yeah.
it's literally
No.
why you
It
drink
is.
milk.
it
at
has
night.
nothing.
Oh, it
to
has
do-
everything. You don't want to admit it. It has everything.
Every time you drink a glass of milk, just know that you're sucking on your aunt's teat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was tough.
You make your face do that, but he's telling the truth.
Oh, that was so.
I had to back my head
That
up
was an
back
awful
because it grazed my nose. I'm like,
It's one of the worst sentences
that was tough. At that
uttered
You
in
lived
human
it.
history. I know I lived it. I've suffered enough.
You have. This is bad.
This is tough.
And then, so when this guy,
I'm going to be honest with you. This is great for the podcast. I would have never said anything you just said.
it got. Well, the thing is, the
I would
reason,
have kept. I would have taken to the grave.
the reason that I don't feel as bad because it's like it's happened to multiple sets of cousins
In
In your family?
in my.
This is the most.
Because I brought.
Why
it
you
up.
doing your family like this?
This
I would
is
have
some
said,
more cracker backwoods stuff
Hicks.
I have ever.
man, he did horror art too.
We are Hicks.
2Ks.
It happened to both of my
3Ks.
cousin Johns.
4Ks. You
Apparently,
gotta add it up.
Yeah.
I know it happened to Sarah and Martha.
You know what happened to Sarah Martha.
Any cousin that's paired up with
How many
like
aunts are total in
there's
this corral?
5 aunts.
5 aunts are getting passed around?
No, there's 5. My mom has 5 sisters.
Right. It had to coincide with another cousin.
It had to coincide.
Oh, I'm just, but maybe.
So like
maybe
Ben,
not.
Ben
Maybe
and I are
just-
within like 2 months of each other. I got a couple cousin Johns that are within a year. Martha and
I'm
Sarah.
just saying,
within
if
a
I've
year.
been retired for 3 years and I get close to a baby, who knows how the body works?
I think that is defined.
Yeah.
And I don't think it works that way.
I think doctors could tell you when.
There's no doctor in this room, so we're gonna speculate. It's possible.
Oh my!
You're right. You're right.
You're positive right now?
The immaculate
Yes.
milk is possible.
If somebody needed a miracle, yes, I think a mom could come out of
I
retirement.
think she could.
But that was not.
No, because then that kid's gonna end up at the UFL.
No, good morals.
Good morals.
Trying to build
and weak
athletes.
bones.
It's just it made me
This
so
type of
mad.
figure. Don't do this with if you want this type of figure. Okay? You want regular figures. That's crazy.
That's
Wow.
It's insane.
That's insane.
And
You
my
brought that up to a therapist?
aunts have not batted an eye at
You
that.
talk about
Brought
that
up to a
therapist?
My therapist was like, "We're out of time."
Ooh.
You gotta bring it up immediately.
I'd said it immediately, and he was like, "Oh man,
Like
we got
in
a
the
bad
Google form
connection."
intro. Like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you here for? Well,
Yeah,
There was
Art Child 16 said this is the most I'm from the country activity Nate has ever shared on the
Ever
podcast.
shared.
Yeah, I would have took that to the grave.
Ever
I don't know if
shared
I
on
would
the
have told
podcast.
I
anybody.
can't believe that you had a wet nurse and it was your aunt.
It wasn't a wet nurse.
That is what that is.
Were there women in your family, like, did one of them get knocked up and she's like, oh, I better go get it soon, too, so we can be swapping.
Look, I'm not.
Sometimes you get busy, you can't pump.
Look,
So- and
I
this-
don't know
this
because
is
this
we're
is
talking-
90s, so this
and
is
we're
phone
talking
calls
from
and letters.
from the tit, right? And we're not like, oh,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
just
Was it
pumped,
stored? Yeah.
And then we just like the
That's
all
the
the breast
question.
milk.
They don't
was
have
in.
that
That's a good
technology.
question.
No,
Is
they
it
don't have that
straight
technology.
from the tip?
We're just
I'm gonna guess yes.
Yeah.
I have not asked
Come
for.
on
I have
now.
not asked
Stop
for
it.
details.
They're saving
Fair.
money at
but
that house by all means.
Yeah.
Okay, and
But
here's
yeah.
how you and here's how you make it. You do the intro to the joke. Don't say that this happened. Say that you're looking at baby pictures of yourself. You see a picture of your cousin with the aunt, and they go, "No, that's you." And you're like, "Well, then why am I breastfeeding my aunt?"
There it
That's your
is.
end to the joke
That
because
is.
then it's not that you were just casually told; it's that you were discovered it,
Discovered
and
it.
then you say there's a picture, so there's proof. You don't have to show the picture.
Joke doctor.
That way, people will believe.
That will work.
That's not bad.
That
But
will work.
Also, the setup of the joke is that I'm just looking at pictures of my aunt and mom breastfeeding.
No, you're just looking at baby pictures. You don't have
Yeah.
to specifically say. It's
Yeah.
just in there with it.
Just in there.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a picture in the bathtub
Unless
with
you're
their
just
neck
like,
in.
y'all ever
It's
check
typical.
out your mom breastfeeding and think, man.
You guys know that chapter of your
Yeah.
baby book?
That's
Dan quit the show 30 minutes ago, by the way, everybody.
It's insane.
That was one of the crazy things I've heard on this podcast.
It's just my mom got mad at
top
me
five.
for being
Top
mad.
five, bro. Your
Yeah.
mom got upset?
She got upset. I was like, Mom,
Nah,
that's
Miss Charlotte,
I was
that's-
like, that's light child abuse.
Yeah, like Miss Charlotte. That's
And
on
she
y'all.
goes, no. She goes, you were hungry and you got fed. She goes, your needs were met. She goes, that's not child abuse. And I was
wrong.
like, it's sure, it's
not.
fine.
She ain't right.
Would
It's
I
on
do it?
paper,
No, but I've
but,
never
like-
been in that situation.
I've never been in that situation.
So you know what?
This
You know
feels like
what?
a very cultural difference.
I don't think it's cultural. I think it's just my family.
Nah.
No, there's an entire
somebody
word for
somebody
this.
else.
No,
they
I don't
learned
think-
that from somebody else. They
I don't
shared
think-
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's,
This is
No.
like, I mean,
yeah.
That's where the phrase "it takes a village" comes from.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
must
think
be.
I don't think this has happened to anybody else except for me
no,
and my
it
cousins.
makes sense. If I get ate by a saber-tooth tiger and now we got this loose baby in the village, somebody got to pick up the slack.
right.
Like, so
Unfortunately,
we're
in
trying to
your
help
case,
you
Nate,
out.
I
That
understand,
it's been a
no-
tradition.
I
Tiger
understand that,
here.
but you're trying to. But I'm not letting my mom off the hook.
No, don't let her off the hook.
because my mom was not eaten by a tiger.
No, she was not.
She was probably just on the phone and just like, I don't have time right now.
Barbara, can you?
But
Yeah.
do you not see a correlation between your love of milk today and
No,
okay. All right, that's interesting.
not at all. I got a glass of milk with waffles.
I don't know. This
Feels like a comfort.
If
It
I
feels-
have a
I feel like it
sugary
smells like home.
if I have a sugary breakfast, I have milk. If I have a savory breakfast, I have juice.
Huh.
It's that simple.
That's
Right.
simple.
the
There's
way that
no-
you strategically approach food, and like with
There
the
is-
assurance
there
and
is
confidence,
nothing worse than
confidence,
pairing a bad beverage.
like I just the way that I'm about to say something,
Ooh, come on.
and the confidence which you will snap into in your superhuman form, I just want you to remember that you literally nursed from your aunt.
Okay.
Let's talk about Tom Brady's roast, because we cannot leave here without talking about the roast of Tom Brady on Netflix.
yeah, y'all go ahead.
he did his last week.
I got nothing.
He's got
Dan
nothing.
wasn't here.
Oh,
so
I
he
wasn't
wants to-
here.
Yeah, he was,
I
he wants to
haven't
talk about it for me.
I haven't seen a clip. I muted it all.
You hate Tom Brady. This is your moment to rage
This is
watch.
exactly what we said.
I don't care.
He's not a real hater, Dan.
No,
That's
we
what we
realized
established
this
last week. He's not a real hater.
Not a real
He's
hater.
a fake hater.
Fake hater.
He's a fake hater.
Well, he's a polite man. He had all that good milk.
Yeah.
Your mom
Polite
is
man.
calling. Oh, I would like to answer.
Oh.
Hello?
Put it
God.
on.
Charlotte!
Put it on speaker. Put it on
Put it
speaker.
on speaker.
Put it on speaker.
Come on, put on speak, big dog. Put on speak.
Oh.
and carry on.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
All
you.
All right.
You're a good mom.
Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Okay.
Tuesday.
All right. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All right. I'll call you after the podcast.
Okay, bye.
All right. Love you.
Does she know?
Is she watching?
Is she
right
watching
now?
right now?
No.
No.
Oh.
That would be insane.
I wanted her to.
If-
Why didn't you bring it up to her?
Because
I
he did
thought-
not want that
No,
problem.
I'm
He
not.
didn't want that problem.
Not on the phone.
He
I
want
wouldn't
that
have done.
problem.
I wouldn't have done
He wouldn't
it.
be
Look,
able to
I
do
would have did the same thing.
I was like,
I would have encouraged you to do it, but I would have done what you did.
That was what's best for the podcast.
right, but I was like, are her
Giving us
ears?
enough.
Her ears are
If
burning.
we can't build off of this, they're not worth.
You giving us enough.
Oh, let's let it
Boy,
play.
since we talked Tom Brady.
Yeah, y'all.
No, because I feel like he's not
I didn't get.
He's not,
I didn't
he's
get what I
not, he's
wanted.
not gonna give you anything.
I want to give you a moment to talk about the number 1 draft pick and also
Oh, we
Bronny.
do need to talk about this.
Okay, so the number 1 draft pick
For what?
for the Hawks.
Give it the
The
context.
Hawks got the number 1 pick. They
And I
had a
knew
3% chance to get it. I could feel it too.
My brother called it.
Your brother did call it.
Once-
We know the whisper. We know the
He
sports.
called it.
it's
He called me.
Mike's insane.
it's the
I
craziest
said,
thing in the
text
world.
it to me so people have proof. He said this was gonna happen.
my.
He one of them writers.
Yeah,
He's a script writer.
it's insane. Hawks get number 1 pick in a historically bad draft. I don't know what to do with it.
Trade it.
Trade it. Get rid of that.
But
Get anything.
I get. I
Trade
want
it
to
and
get
Trey Young
rid of
and
it.
say we have to rebuild.
Rebuild from the ground. Yep.
I do think the Hawks have to pick a couple players to rebuild around.
In this
I don't-
team. What are you talking about?
I don't know who they're going to pick. I don't know who they're going to pick. I hope that Jalen Johnson is the only untouchable Hawk right now. That's who I would say. That's the only person that I would be like. I would be mad if
Jalen
they
Johnson's a solid 3.
Nah, I think he's got potential to be definitely one to build around.
Yeah.
He does
A
absolutely.
2?
Two.
Or
he
one.
does. He does everything.
Like number 1. Yeah, I do.
You think he could be a 1
We're
on
not saying
100%.
3 on the court. You're saying like the
alpha
talent
dog.
level. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah.
Wait, we're moving.
I've seen only 3 games, so I'm gonna lean to y'all watching more
Nah,
games than me.
I've seen enough
Okay.
to think that a young he can do everything.
he can do everything.
Yeah, he can do
I'm
everything.
not gonna disagree. I did not see enough.
Yeah.
So
we'll
that
need to see.
so with that I
So
would
you got
say
a potential 1.
you got a potential one.
Okay.
Now the other thing that was in the headlines was Bronny's combine
Yeah.
and
40-inch vert.
6th best vert
Yeah.
at the
also,
combine 6'1".
But
do you
also
expect anything else?
no, but also that man was listed 6'4" on everything, and
He
now
was listed 6'7" with shoes on.
6'7" with shoes
Did
on?
you see that?
Hey man, he
The boy
come
said 6'7" with shoes on.
Shit,
I mean,
time
what
out.
shoes are you wearing, bro?
Should any of us have been surprised? His daddy been pretending. They come from pretenders. His daddy been pretending he read all these
All these
books. His daddy be making up all types of tales.
Yeah.
I knew Kobe was gonna go for 81 or what.
Hilarious.
Like, so why would we not think Bronny
I'm a
is
fan.
out here 6'7"?
I forget that LeBron makes up all of
It's
those.
because he's
hilarious.
that charming.
Everything that I hear and
No,
see
it's
from him
narcissism.
independently,
It is that.
I'm a fan. I'm rooting for Bronny. All jokes aside.
But also like one of the best shooters at the combine.
One
That
of the
don't mean
best at the
nothing.
combine.
It does.
Shot against air.
No,
Cool.
I mean, everybody shot against it. He was one of the best.
He was the second best 3-point shooter
Good.
at the combine.
He's a
6th
good
best
player.
vert.
I'm not trying to crap.
The thing is, I think any freshman who does not have LeBron James as a dad,
Sure.
you're going, oh, this guy's got a lot of potential.
Okay.
Now, I think fortunately the NBA now and the NCAA have changed the rules to where he can go back and play.
He's not going back.
You don't think he's going
No
back?
know he's
way.
I think
not
he's
going
going.
back.
I think he's going to G League.
I mean, this is the worst. I mean, if he's going to get picked higher this year than he would next year.
Probably.
So if you're looking
I think
for
he goes
the
top 5 this year.
No.
I
Oh, wait.
don't- I
I
don't think he-
misspoke. They didn't have the height 6'1", wingspan 6'7".
And here's why. Someone who is not going to be relevant, a pick's not going to make them relevant, the Hawks are actually a great opportunity here. If you want to make a case for LeBron James to come to Atlanta, draft his son number 1 and get that man to be like, we will draft your son, but
I'm
we
gonna
need
tell you
1
right now,
year from you.
If that happened, you're gonna lose this city gonna lose his franchise. They're like, it's y'all, something's up. Incompetence is running here.
Well-
It could be good business, but also
Sell
you
tickets.
Here's the thing.
ruin
I
your
would
franchise.
not put
It'll
it
put you back.
past
It'll put
the
you back.
the
Hawks
franchise
ownership.
is ruined. Like,
Yeah,
you'd have to
but it's
light
like-
it all on
Big
fire.
picture is going to hurt you long
Yeah,
term.
nobody, because this is a very unserious organization.
Do you
if they
think
did
this
that.
team will ever win an NBA championship?
Not
Most-
with this ownership.
Most teams won't.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
I never thought.
So
Milwaukee
what are
would.
we doing? We're entertaining.
No. We're trying to compete.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
you gotta
Hawks.
pretend
down
like,
the
at least
line.
pretend like you're competing. You gotta pretend like
Look
you're competing.
across this league. This team cannot compete.
At the moment, this is true. But also, before the Spurs were not good before Vic came back, before Timmy D. You go up and down, up and down. You know what I mean?
The Hawks
Come
have
on, you're a Cowboys fan. You know
consistently
how it
been
go, bro.
worse.
You've been out the game for 30 years.
It feels that long.
You know how it go.
Yeah.
Feels
And,
that
I'm
long.
a tier 2 Hawks fan, you know what I'm saying, transplant. But drafting's key.
Yeah.
Trade
They're-
the pick, though, I think is the right move.
They're not going to win with this ownership group. The ownership group has refused to pay the luxury tax. They refuse to keep good players.
Oh, they won't spend big money.
They won't spend any money.
Oh, you can't win a league
But they
without big money.
consistently have said we're not scared of the luxury tax, and then they trade players
Well, because
to
they're not
come under.
scared. Scared is such a they're averse.
If,
Scared. I'm not scared.
if you look, every year since the Hawks got bought by the wrestlers in Grant Hill, they have made
Hank
more.
Grant Hill, don't bring him in here. You don't have nothing to do with this team.
They have made the ownership has made more money, and the Hawks have won less games every single year.
Yeah.
So that tells you where
don't trust
their
you.
mentality is.
I don't trust you.
Well, they're not selling anything.
And then they put his kid in the front office. So I can see Nick Wrestler drafting Bronny number 1 because he's just playing 2K.
No, not at all.
Because he's
Not
this
at all.
spoiled silver spoon kid.
All right, we got it. Not at all.
Just this nepotism. Sell the team.
Sell the team.
Sell
it to him.
Sell it to
Unless
somebody.
it's more than Ben and Jerry's, and then
Yeah.
he'll have to reconsider.
You know what? I think I can shift some stuff around.
You can shift some stuff around.
If you can make it the price of Ben and Jerry's,
Ooh.
I'll buy the Hawks.
You'll buy the Hawks.
And I will put people in the front office that are good at their job.
That's good.
So who would you draft?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I'm
But
drafting
I
Sarr.
would
You got to
get
get Star.
But I would
You'll
get
keep the pick.
somebody.
I like
I
Sarr,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, Sarr is the safest. It's the most defensible if something goes wrong.
Always grab the tall guy. Grab the tall guy.
The thing with him though is like, so I'm reading all this stuff about this French European guy,
Sure.
and then I'm like, cool. Let me look up. He's 9 points a game in the French league.
Yeah, that's how most of them are. In like he's 9 points in like 15 minutes. They don't.
Okay.
They play grown men.
All right, so that makes me feel better.
Yeah, he plays like 15.
because they're like,
16
well, this
minutes a game.
guy's a can't miss. I'm like, he's 9 points a game. What do we?
Nobody was talking about Jokic during that Taco Bell when he got drafted.
Exactly.
Yes.
You go European.
second round.
Well, we know we go European.
Right?
Yeah.
Second round.
I think you
Was it
go
second
more
round?
specific
I
European
think it was
because
second round.
I think so.
you go Serbian
They're 2 for 2.
because Gobert's European.
well,
And I
Gobert's
wouldn't do that.
French.
Embiid's
Eddie's French.
European, Luka's European, Giannis
That's
is
what I
European.
said. Certain Europeans.
So,
I'm
yes.
not getting all
Sure,
Europeans.
sure. No Russians, no Germans, Serbians.
My fear is that
I want to be clear though. How close is Serbia? I feel like they're close.
They
Serbia-
probably were once part of the
Yes,
point,
USSR.
they were one
part
part,
of the- yeah.
but they're
But they
not
broke
anymore.
away.
they were part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
You just throw Yugoslavia in this podcast.
It's what they were part of.
without a
And they had a civil. They had a civil
Talking
war.
about geopolitical
He
problems.
just threw each other sound smart at the
When did you
end.
become this
Literally,
person?
the breast milk is real
Yeah.
strong with this
It
one.
all happened in the 90s.
You don't know half of things that happened in the
You were
90s.
born in
Everyone
the
knows
90s.
that.
30 for 30
Get
about
this,
it.
get out of here.
Oh, it was a 30 for 35. Oh,
That's why. That's why.
That's why.
I know one the homeschooling.
I was about to say, when'd you start?
Yeah, it was a
ESPN
Vlade
production.
It was a 30 for 30 about Vlade Divac.
Okay, you gotta say that first.
You gotta say that.
You gotta say believe it. You just
Yugoslavia,
know stuff about
1977.
Yugoslavia.
No, I don't, because what makes me feel good is being stuff like, oh, you remember the Slavic Civil War of the 1990s?
Bro, that man. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
It's wild.
We have to leave.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We're being kicked off YouTube.
Been kicked off.
Thank you so much
my bad.
for watching, listening.
Commenting.
I'm sorry.
Subscribe. Thanks.
This may be, man, this is the most regrettable podcast I've ever done. My name's Nathan Owens. You can find me on Twitter
Oh,
at
you're
Nate
never
Owens
gonna
Comedy.
let this down.
Instagram, TikTok, Nathan Owens Comedy, or
He
Nathan
brought
Owens
it on to
Comedy.
himself.
.com.
We didn't bring any of this on.
We couldn't have.
He did it to himself. Instagram and Twitter, do or die. That's at DUEORDIE.
This Friday,
Talk about it, talk about it.
Friday, Atlanta, Georgia, we here. My debut special taping is going down Limelight Theater. 7 p.m. doors open. Show pop off at 7:30. Nate's in the building. David's in the building. Carlette Jennings, great comic. She's in the building. I'll be in the building. It will be a time. I promise you that. Check me out. Got a few tickets left. Damon Jr. 2, DAMONJR at the number 2.
I made a joke about a wet nurse, and then it went
Boy,
sideways.
I might
Yeah.
put that in the act on Friday. We'll see.
At Dan Dunk.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.